Alright, we'll go ahead and get started in about 2 minutes. Not too much going on now. Welcome to the chat, Matt Ward. Good to see you on the screen. Not that there was much opportunity before. Today is going to be an FTL multiverse kind of day. And we're going to be doing runs with a spectacular adaptation. That being the limit break. Sorry about that. Let me lower this a little bit. How does this sound? Is this any better? Let me see what I can do for raising the actual volume. I'm not great at editing the output for this, though I think I actually... Let me see if I can't push this up a little bit. Let me know when it gets to a good point. Welcome to the chat, MacPack. We're going to be doing a Limit 1 run today. It's going to be a good while before I do Limit 3 Sylvan. Not just because I need, to unlock the cruiser, but I also just am not good at these ships. I gotta actually learn to play with limited resources. It's mandatory, but you never know. One day I'm gonna do it. One day I'm gonna have to. Alright, now that we're at 11:30, I can go ahead, and I think we can probably get this started. Okay. So, as mentioned prior, today we are going to try and get through to the end with Limit 1 and slowly but surely unlock the rest of the stuff. I need to actually learn how to use the emergency manual effectively. I think I'm probably going to sell the repair arm early, see how I can do with that. I was in the Multiverse Discord watching someone stream a low difficulty playthrough with the Limit 3, trying to get to the true ending. And they had a whole strategy, both for getting Cura, the Cura quest line, to get the power booster, getting Oben, so that eventually they could get the Riftwaker, and with that beat the final flagship. Though I think that's really hard regardless. In any case, I think we got enough folks here that we can get started. So with this, I'm probably just going to be playing it safe resource-wise. We're going to get enough crew members eventually. We got 2 weapons, including a conservative missile, so we're good on that front. I think for right now, we can cut stuff from here, just because we have a floral already. I think we're going to want to do the initial energy. Though we really don't need to do it. I keep forgetting we have a backup battery, so we don't need to buy energy for a good long while. But I think when a ship starts, we're probably going to put energy into everything else. But for now, we kind of just want to make our way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not going to work. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's really no way for us to get to Sylvan and a bunch of supply beacons. So I think we just have to beeline it here, then work our way back up to the exit. On low difficulty, it doesn't seem too bad defeating Cura. So from what I can tell, it takes a bit of time to actually get going for a lot of other stuff. I think the Cura quest line eventually is good for scrap, although you eventually run out of things to do with it. So strategy here, they have 1 laser, so we're not really at risk of anything. We can afford to just go for the shields and then slowly chip them down. Conserve resources as best we can. And from here, we want to start getting better shields, maybe a scrap arm. Although I think we might want to actually stop by the shop just to get rid of our repair arm, because with any luck, we're not going to need it early in the run. And if we really need to get repairs, we can do that at empty beacons. So far, so good. Now I'm thinking we want to sell our repair arm here and see what else we can get. We might want the emergency manual later. We're going to have a lot of missiles, and it's one of the few ways we can actually, what's the word, do more damage with our gimped systems. I could use an extra crewmate, but with this, we're probably going to want you. Okay, not my favorite thing. It's a little dangerous, but go after the weapons first. Get you over here to help back them up. Yeah, we're both going to want you out of there. I don't love having to keep them around here, but I think we're in a good position to keep them distracted. For whatever, yeah, they do go after the battery a lot. I think we should be able to end the fight here, so it's not a major deal. This should get everything back in order pretty quickly. So far, so good. May as well get you on shields. Or really sensors. We need to see... Not really. Shields are better. Although if we're doing that, I think I wanted to swap around, because I'm probably going to want my Free Mantis actually fighting people instead of manning that. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't think we actually have time to visit Sylvan. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, it's going to have to be Distress Beacon and then back around. This is kind of a crummy sector layout, but it's not the worst one. It's nice and simple. We don't need to do too much as far as energy goes right now. I've learned that the hard way. But we can kind of just keep things going at a steady clip. Start saving up resources to get cloaking eventually. Although maybe we do want to go for Cura, just to get some extra resources. If we get the Omni Drone, that might help us out in the long run. Same thing with the, what you call it? I'll remember what I was going to say later. Yeah, the airlocks, I saw they weren't on the limit 3, and That's not a good time. You gotta make your own breach if you want that to do anything. Speaking of which, I forgot that I have not been oxygenating my ship. But I think that works in my favor right now. Let's get you over here. Slowly into there, and then we'll have you backing up shields then. All right. Nothing too crazy about this fight. We did the important parts early, so now we can just kind of focus on whittling everything else down. I do wish we had a better weapon than Burst 1. Or at least a faster one. Though that might just be something we have to pay attention for in shops instead of just picking up whatever we happen to get in the middle of space. We must fight because we can. And we do not accept surrender. AI-controlled ships are effectively what I'd call a subset of anaerobic ships. What I mean by that is that they're not designed to really host most crew, mostly the ones that can survive without oxygen, but in exchange, they never need an oxygen system. So you can go into an extra system, and they usually have a good augment or something else to accompany that. So by the end of a run, you'll probably have a crew with a bunch of folks like Phantoms or NG with the right upgrade. And you'll also might even need like some other alternate way of healing crewmates. If you can get your hands on morphs that can turn into species that heal themselves, you can make things work. And if you get stuff like florals, they can actually produce oxygen on ships that don't have the oxygen system. Though you do have to do some really weird stuff to make it work. You're basically giving up medbay, oxygen, and a teleporter in exchange for better drones and a lot of secondary systems. All of which can be really good if you know what to do, but learning how to make that work is a struggle sometimes. They're really cool if you know what you're doing. Sad thing is, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, can't do that one. I can probably do... I don't know if I want to do that one right now. I'm thinking... I haven't done a lot of the early stuff. I don't think we have the resources to get even, like, medium-sized ships on our... What's the word? To beat medium-sized ships with this loadout. It is all fun in games, though for the most part you usually have the augment to deal with them, though it depends on what kind of system you're working with. This ain't my favorite thing. Let's see. We just need to make sure that we can stop them before they go after our forces, before they go after our second pip of shields. We really do need to take care of the weapons ASAP. Okay. With that, we're not as worried. That's better. We have the energy for it, so we may as well go for healing while we can. And we don't need to do this right now. Though I think it might be good just to take care of the to take care of the mind control while we have the chance. You need to actually get healed before I forget. We don't care too much about this, so we do this, get back there. This might be a mistake. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's good for us. I don't think we need to use another missile this fight. And I'm not super worried about the NG going after stuff. I don't think he's going to have time for more than one layer of engines. I think I probably do have it enabled. I just chose to do it in the middle of the fight because when they can do mind control, it's important that your entire crew is healthy. It's small optimizations like that that can help out a lot in a run where you're really stretched for resources. Well, no flowers for us. They can't produce enough without an oxygen system installed, but here's a weird thing I learned. If you save and quit in the middle of the run and then resume it, whatever room they're in is going to be fully oxygenated. They usually can't provide enough oxygen to keep the system fully functioning, not without a lab upgrade to that specific crewmate. But you can get a lot of mileage out of it even with that. You can do it in the middle of a fight, but that's a very risky strategy with respect to your save file. Not smart to do that, as I've done before and lost all my unlocks. What is a Momus? I don't think we really need a recycler. Though I am going to try and probably use this, I think. How many times does it shoot per fight? 6. Might not be a bad idea to use this. I think we have the resources to make it work. And I'd like to start investing in my final layer of shields, because we're not going to be able to get too much more than that. It kind of is, yeah. Ow. First things first. So now we have enough to deal with... Oh, I don't like the look of that laser. So I think we want to go after shields first. Take care of the weapon so we don't have to deal with the bomb. Okay, that's not too bad. You could probably get away with doing that. He's not going to be dealing system damage. And because we don't have to worry about missile consumption, we don't care too much about how much we use these missiles. May as well get this guy here. Oh, that's not great. And we don't care too much about shields at the moment, just because he's not using a shield breaking weapon. Yeah, I'll make the game a little bit quieter. Is this any better? Perfect. We might actually want to get a performance upgrade before we forget. This is the kind of thing that's going to make our life a bit easier over time. I'm tempted to get the scrap arm, but I don't want to do that until we have max shields. Because I think this is the most precarious point in the run. Data center. Time to answer some math. 15. Alright, that's pretty good. We can afford the last one, and that means we can use the rest of this on this. We've got a little bit of time before we actually have to make it. I am something. I'm not exactly a 40k fan, but it's one of those things where I would say on the periphery of understanding. I know what the major factions are. Is this any better for the in-game audio? That's bizarre. Okay. How about this? Is this any better? I lowered the in-game audio quite a bit. Don't talk to me about the bazaar. It's a crazy place. I can't tell if I want Tyke missiles. I definitely don't want beams with only 2 weapon slots. And there's not much we really need to get. Okay, that's good to hear on the audio front. I don't know if I'm going to be using the Tyke missiles after a point. I think we're at the point where we have enough energy that we don't care too much about it. So with this, we can keep our weapons online, use the backup battery to get the shields online, and we should be good from here. I don't see us using drone parts anytime soon, so I'll go ahead and take the early scrap. Do I want the spectral precinct? We could go into phantom boarding. That might be actually a way to keep some of the more dangerous systems offline on enemy ships. We combine that with the clone bay. We could make that work. Though it's really dangerous because I don't think we can ever buy backup DNA. Yeah, let's just go to the automated sector. Let's see what things we have to work with. I think we'd have a really hard time fighting the Federation ship with our weapon loadout. Kestrel drawing could be good. I think we could probably take on... not really. I want another system before we go for it. Not a fan of this, though we can move you over here because we're not going to be getting any progress on... Okay, I don't like how many ions this ship is working with. Oh, this is going to be an ugly fight. And this has to go into shields. Oh, this is going to suck. And I think we have to go after cloaking as well. Go after this, go into shields. Though honestly, shields don't do a whole lot right now. We might just want you on engines. Because I don't think our shields are going to be doing anything this fight. Which sucks. I guess we have to roll with... That's not great. Okay. Go after this. We're going to take some damage, no matter what. And I don't think our shields are going to be back online anytime soon. Okay. We really want to go after weapons now. Oh, I don't like that. The problem is, we don't know how long it's going to take to actually deal with the, Jeez. Okay, we got the, beam, which is good for us. We can finally go back into this. Okay, we can buy a little bit of time with this. Oh, come on. Okay, go for, yeah, let's go for the, piloting. And then take out the engines ASAP. Or, take out everything else ASAP. That was an ugly fight. We definitely need better weapons, and I think you need to be... Oh, never mind, we're good. So that's where, yeah, the limit starts running into tough fights when it doesn't have the resources to deal with a very particular loadout. Speaking of which, it's probably time we go for an ion field. I might regret that immediately, but we're kind of at the point where we can't really do much more than what we already have. And we can't sell anything either, so we're just kind of stuck working with this for a bit. Honestly, we're going to have an easier time fighting the pirates. Though I say that with, like, immediate regret. Okay, everyone back to original positions. That was probably not a good use of resources. Back to weapons. Get you back to manning weapons. This sucks, but we really need 2 layers of shields in this fight. Oh, come on. Okay, good. We got that back. It's a good thing we don't need oxygen for most of this fight. Alright, cool. Let's see. What can we do from here? Not a lot. We could probably go for the Dynasty ship, then go for this, and then see if we find a shop somewhere. We're not likely to find a shop in this sector, but we kind of just got to go for what we can find. The good thing is that we're not going to miss against most of these, outposts. Good time to turn on shields. We have to go after shields first because we can't get through the shielding with just a burst 1. This might be the part where we start needing to use the emergency manual to break through the defenses of some of these ships. Shit. Okay, not my favorite thing, but we can kind of stave off the oxygen drain for a little bit. I think we're going to want to get 2 pips of energy just to make sure we can actually get through some of this stuff. I think we are going to need to go after the cloaking. But yeah, getting the upgrade on this was a good investment. Though honestly, maybe it wasn't as good as just getting energy. Kind of SOL. Kind of damned no matter what we choose. Okay. This is probably just going to be a painful fight no matter what. Okay. Back just in time. Ah, hell. We're running out of... Okay, we got 3 Momus shots left. If we can't end the fight in that time, we literally just have to run and hope for the best. Okay. It is, in fact, the big core. I think we do need to just chip at shields no matter what. Because if they're able to... Oh, son of a gun. Ow. Okay, they're dead at least. Get you over here, fixing that. Get you over here. Okay, now that you're working on that, you go over there, you go over there. That buys us a little bit of time, which isn't bad. Yep, it's the limit. Not going to be a good time for anyone, but honestly, we're not doing too bad, all things considered. Although that doesn't necessarily mean we're doing good. I think I do need to just invest in 2 power just so I have shields and weapons online at all times. Not great, but we do actually see where the one shop in this sector is. So we could do... I don't actually know how long we have, but I think we do need to make our way there and then kind of cut back to get here. I don't remember the unlock conditions for the limit. By the way, welcome to the chat, Daniel and Victor. Yeah, I got no well, one more level in engines. That way we can fully power it with the... We're going to have to power it with a backup battery. We're probably going to have to buy a bunch of, like, fuel or something from the pirate store. The good news is our guys are starting to actually get good at using their systems, which is going to make our life easier over time. Let's actually get some visibility going to see who's actually doing what. Hold that thought for a sec. I have a phone call. Sorry about that. Ow. That's not great. Get that back up and running. Get you going on shields. The good news is everyone's focused on repairs, which... Okay, they're dead. I think I just gave up on a surrender opportunity, which is fine. Okay, we got him. That should be enough for a couple repairs. Let's see what's in the Traveler's booth. Yeah, we need a bunch of repairs, but let's see what else we can get before we go all in on that. None of these weapons are amazing. And I'm not really feeling any of the crewmates on offer. Are you talking about the augment that they offer, the overdrive Mach something or another? That's a very special augment. I can't show you what it does in this run, but it's very funny. I think we're probably going to need drone control at some point, and that'll give us a little extra energy to work with. I just don't know if I need it now over repairs and, well, general upgrades. I think this is going to be a get whatever dodge I can with whatever energy I can and make that go the distance. That's kind of just where we're at right now. I should probably not put so much into power, but I do feel very insecure without all this... Gosh, what's the word? Welcome to the stream, Paul. This is the limit. This is a ship that intentionally does not have the ability to max out systems. Which means that we have to be really judicious about what choices we make for running stuff, what weapons we use, what systems we use, that kind of thing. We have the drone parts. 33 scrap isn't bad, but I don't fear their weapons, so I think we're fine to just take care of them. I could instantly regret this. I don't think I really need to have engines online right now. So I think we can just make do with this. Take care of their engines. We can kind of just pick them apart. And since they're not boarding, we can go ahead and see what they're doing. Yeah, this isn't a particularly threatening loadout. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. It's a little annoying, but I think we want you over here and you over here. And we need to take care of the weapons before the Gatling actually gets going. So this is going to be a little bit scary. I don't like that they managed to mind control our weapons. Good enough. Go after the shields. We might actually just need to go straight for the shields to get this going. I think we have one more volley before the Gatling is online. I would not be against renaming my crewmates. Just give me a moment to finish up this fight and we'll take a look at it. Go after the weapons right now. Okay, thank goodness. You take care of him for a moment. Unfortunately, no breaches, which would have been really nice right about now. Go for shields. Take care of piloting. And with that out of the way, I think we got this fight under lock. Or on lock. That wasn't too bad. The Vagabonds are probably going to give me a really bad weapon, but we need whatever we can. Actually, no, this is good. If we go into boarding with rates, we could actually have a pretty good anaerobic crew to work with. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. But we do have to be super careful because we will probably end up with some dead crew very fast if we are not incredibly careful with who goes through what. Any case, let's rename from crew. I am good with our pilot, Mech Lord. Gonna be going with our MG Mag Pack. Can't forget about Barbaron. Welcome to the chat, Caramel. You are now a Phantom. And let's get Victor as our Mantis. And here's Paul. Alright, we got some stuff going. Now we just need to get better equipment. So now we really need to start looking for shops and whatever they can offer us. I think I actually want you here. I do not want you getting hurt and then locking us down out of an important system. A flower indeed. Alright, this looks like boarding. I don't like these weapons. This is bad for me. Okay. I could just distract you. I think I'm comfortable just distracting you in the cold, indifferent vacuum of space. I hate this. Okay, that was great for me. Maybe I should have gone for weapons. I might have wanted to go for weapons ASAP. Don't like that. That's okay. That's still okay. Because their charge laser is offline, we don't care too much about this. We'll use the off time to get this going. We really need better weapons. Okay, we got the fight under control, finally. See, we're running into the problem where it's getting really hard to actually get folks to do things. Or rather, get our weapons to get through here. I think you will survive against a mantis for 3.3 seconds, and that is admirable. Okay, we got it. Ignore the graphical glitch exclusively with this ship. No, we space him. This is a spacing household. But no Kevin Spacey. Okay. Everyone's back in the proper positions. Let's get our ship air-related. All right. On to the exit beacon. Yeah, I am not liking this Sector 1 weapons loadout. Although we could really go for some Hector weapons. I would go for that. Ministry space. Yeah, I'm thinking let's go Hector. If I had cloning, I might choose some stuff. Absolutely not. I still don't think we have the resources to do this one. So we'll do another easy task. I'm a little scared, but we do have the ion resistance. But how the hell are we breaking through 3 shields? We have to pay the fee. This sucks. Okay, most of the shops are up front. So we kind of just have to go for one and hope for the best. Let's haggle. Alright, fine. We're going to get more than 15, so this is okay. But we do basically have to... Shit, I need to be using the emergency manual. What am I doing? Okay, let's see if we can get one more fight before going to the store, because I want to get... Oh, that was a mistake. These are long fights. Okay. We can probably take care of this boarding crew. Go, my minions. Oh, go, my minions. Yeah, we're going to want maximum investment in defenses. Jeez, I'm still not using the emergency manuals. What am I doing? It's gonna hurt like hell. I still can't damage anything with a burst 1. This sucks. Back to stations. Get you over here. We're making no progress. I can only hope this distracts them long enough. It probably won't. So this might just be an exercise in futility. Okay, that is distraction. And this could be something. Because that's going to stun him for a long time, but he's not really going to take damage from it, which is the problem. This is kind of why we'd want something like a boarding crew to finish off a bunch of crew that are clearly damaged, but not really strong enough to take care of the rest. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Okay, that's fine. That's an easy fire to take care of. Okay, last one. Damn it. At least they have problems that they can't easily solve. That's kind of the one saving grace of this situation. And they can't dodge anything now. Ow. We can do it. We can do it. Nice. Handle it. Okay, we got 100 scrap. That should hopefully be enough to do something. All right. Take us there, Billy. Okay, let's see. Ion is not what we need, and we can't really sell anything. And I'm not buying repairs until we have a good weapon. Mod laser could work. That's 3 shots. We combine that with the burst 2, and we're not completely hopeless. That means we have to get rid of Momus, but we really need something that just works. I really want that fire mod, but we can't really afford it. So it's got to be like this. And we do that, and we get the rest of our power from this. This could work. This could work. We take a few beacons, get to Hector, then go and see if we can get with Sylvan to get some extra scrap. We could do a lot worse than this. We could make this work. Okay. That's not going to be too hard. I really should have healed up my crew. But I'm not super threatened by 1 crystal border. Okay, never mind. I'm threatened by that. Jeez! This is an all hands on deck kind of situation. Oh, God. Okay, that's good for us. Temporarily. Get back in the fight. Get back in the fight. Okay. Could have been a lot worse. Crud. It's okay. No one's doing anything. Let's see what they're doing on the ship. Okay, most of them are healing up, which means they're going to try and get another boarding crew out and about pretty soon. Okay, I can work with that. Why do they keep going for the batteries? Okay, over here. You get over here. You start healing. You start healing. You get over... Oh, I'm stupid. Shit. Okay. Long as they're not going after the, surrender's not an option. Even if that is the good idea. I think we're just gonna have to take the damage and roll with it. You get over here. You lock down the doors. Never mind. Rest of you, go over here as best you can. Okay, that's fine. That's A-okay. They really do want the batteries, and I don't know why. Okay, we can open up, get the oxygen distributed. You've got to get out of there. You might be able to end the fight here. Okay. Let's get everything fixed up, get everyone healed, and get everyone back to position. I do want to make a trip back, get the fire module if we can. Or really any mod for the mod laser. I don't hate the lockdown mod either. We might go for that. Go to the next store. And see if we can't get a second one for our ship. Sadly, no. I would have loved the mod missile, but I don't think we're going to be able to get too much out of it. Let's add the lockdown module. And I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break here. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, it's been 2 to 3 minutes. I'm sure nothing important has happened. The self-destruct button is only in Slug Nebula. It's real, it's out there, but I can't show it to you. My monetization advisor recommends against it. Okay, this is a scary ship. Let's hope for the best. That's annoying. Mod laser back online. We don't need to do anything yet. Okay, so they have some powered crewmate doing something. Oh, hell. Okay, get in there. You get in there as well. Power this, power this, power this. Let's hope for the best. Start punching them. Oh, hell. Hey, you cut that out. Stop that. Stop it. This sucks. This just really sucks. It's okay, we didn't need oxygen. We will make this work, and you do not need to be in here. Get to there, get healed up. Now get back in the fight. Good enough. Back in the healing bay. You too. If you're back there, you can do this. Move over here. You get back in there. Ow. It's not the worst thing. The good news is they can't really heal. They have a clone bay, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be doing much. Okay, we're setting things on fire even without a fire module, which is better than nothing. Oh, hell. Not again. This is going to be a brutal fight. Stay out of my engines. It's not cool. It's not kosher. Ow. They haven't hit key systems yet, so we're not SOL, but we're not doing great either. Okay, we're going to have to rotate really, really well. Okay, no one's dead, so I'm going to call this a win. But, doesn't mean things are going great. Okay, everyone back to positions ASAP. Let's see. I think we do want to go after the teleporter next, because we can't deal with them teleporting back on again. Actually, no. Let's get this here, this one here. Surrender is not an option. We have a full crew. You need to be healed right now. Who else is doing bad? You're probably doing bad too. Yeah, power isn't easy to pay for right now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't criticize me for what I can't afford for being broke. But that's okay. Oh, right, I have to fix the oxygen. Welcome to the stream, Matej, or Matey. I don't actually know how that's pronounced. I apologize. Okay. I love solar kernel, or basically any missile that can set something on fire, because that can just cause so much cascading damage. Though I'm a really big fan of the payload bomb from the Ancient Recovery Sector. That can go so far, so easily. 1, 2, 3. Ah, dang it, we can't visit Sylvan. Not without putting us in harm's way, to say the least. Can we do anything to make our weapons faster? Probably not. I get why they nerfed it. but it was in fact too good for this world. I think I need to start using the emergency manual to sabotage systems. Although really this fight made it clear I do need the doors upgraded in now. Ah, crud, I lost a lot of health this fight. Yeah, no, I need my fuel. How dare you? Okay, good news is this fight doesn't require more than 2 layers of shielding. So that makes this a little bit easier. Start beating them up. We'll do fine. It was just going to take forever. Damn. This fight's going to take forever and it's going to hurt like hell, but I think we can get through it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. The boarding drone is basically the only threatening thing, this ship has. So it makes sense. Stop it. Cut that out. It's not cool. I hate that it also has, okay, that wasn't the best thing I could have done. Auto fire is not our friend. But if nothing else, you should be getting better at weapons very quickly. Alright, let's see where you're headed. Okay, that makes things easy. Because I can just keep the med bay powered, and I won't lose that much health. Okay, that's good for us. Okay, that helps us. Back in the portable. Okay. We are winning fights, even if only barely. I'd love to get either a better weapon or another system we can use. Oh, crud. I think we can make it to Sylvan and be fine. My favorite You mean Multiverse OST, right? I'm a big fan of the Ancient Recovery Sector and the Star Grove, because those have, I guess, a lot of energy that the other ones are a bit too passive for. The best ship is Morph C, because you can have any crewmate, but they're all fated to die unless you're creative. We're gonna need missiles. Okay. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. We have some interesting choices here. And the interesting choices in particular are exactly payload or Overwatcher, because this shores up our defense perfectly, but this is a payload. I don't think we can go wrong with payload, but it means we do need to sell something. And it might have to be the emergency manual, because what am I talking about? We don't need the burst laser if we're going payload. I'm stupid. So we do it something like this. And whenever we get the money, we'll go for the other thing. I really wanted to get Overwatcher, but that's selling most of my loadout for something I still need another 70 scrap to actually use. And investment into a drone system. It's the best defense drone, but we are going to have access to the, what's it called? The Omni drone later. Okay. This is an interesting decision. Because I like my crewmates. And I think we could make use of a Slug Clansman. But I don't know who I'd want to replace. This is like Survivor. Which of the chat members do I have to boot from the stream? Unfortunately, I think it has to be Matej. Forgive me. You would have fit on fine, but I'm just not feeling it today. You won this round, Barbaron. Okay. This is an interesting thing. We could go to the Gathering, maybe get some more floral stuff, but I think we're good on weapons, and I think if we wanted to get anything on that front, it would be a... what do you call it? Another module for our lasers. Mag, you're lucky you're an NG and that I am incredibly starved for repairs. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking going to another sales sector is probably our best bet, but it does mean we have to go to at least one hostile sector. We do kind of need to go to a sales sector to get repairs because we're running low. I'm thinking the Republican frontier is what we want. Alright, what tasks do we have? We don't really want that. I don't really think we can beat the smuggler. Actually, no. With the payload, I feel a lot better about our chances. Yeah, we'll see how we're feeling. Okay, let's see. They have flak, an instant laser, and that. I don't think we can kill them quickly, which means we're going to be at the mercy of the orbital bombardment, the ASB. So I think we have to ignore them. I think we got to ignore them and just go for... ooh, that's a good haul. That's going to be like 3 different things in the shop. I guess we can go to the mega market if we really want. But we don't need you. And I can't buy any of these and make good use of them. We can't really use another missile. We do need repairs though. I can't forget that. But we gotta save up at least 11 scrap to get another level in weapons. And then maybe we can see if we can get to another store and look for more mods. Oh, that's really annoying. Well, we gotta go heavy on defenses. Ah, this is gonna be terrible. What can we do to stall? Probably this. It looks like they're going straight for the weapons, which is, not weapons, the battery. Not my favorite thing. Ow. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's bad. That's really bad. It's a good thing this thing gets back online really fast. Go ahead, take a quick peek. Yeah, they're still fixing that, so the other weapons aren't going to get back online for a while, which is good for us. It means we're not totally at its mercy, but we're not doing great either. Oh, right, you're shut off from the rest of it. We might need to switch positions, because you're not going to be manning anything anyway. It is a pretty... Oh, wait. It does not matter who's in this room. What am I doing? Let's see. Get you here temporarily. Get you in there, get you in there. This does mean I can man weapons again. Now that they're in the actual destination, we may as well just keep everything online, get you going faster, deal with them. Get in there. Okay. Back here, back there. Everyone back in positions. Yeah, let's take care of the shields. Yeah, those are not going to come back online anytime soon, and I think the asteroids are going to take care of the rest. Yep, that's good for us. But it does mean they have... Oh, come on. We were doing good. You didn't have to do it. Okay, that's better. I believe in us. Finish them off. That would be an awesome weapon if we had the space for it. Okay, we can jump to another shop. Get the upgrade for our weapon system. Okay. I think the accuracy module could do a lot for us. Although, honestly, the hole buster might be really good just for finishing up shops really fast. What do you think? Accuracy or a hole buster for lasers? I think we should take one of them. I just don't know which of them would be better for us. Realistically, I probably should have just bought a system. I feel stupid. I'm probably going to need to take drone control. I like accuracy because I think that's going to matter a lot in like pivotal things. But some fights are just going to drag on forever. Yeah, I think accuracy is probably the right one. I'm going to need cloaking eventually. I just don't know when I'm going to actually have time to place it there. Welcome to the stream, Haphazard. Let's see. We can afford drone control now. The question is if we want that over hacking or mind control. I think this is going to be one of the few ways we can make our offenses better. So I think we might just want to go for it anyway. So with that, and we'll hold on to it until we actually need it. Because I don't think we can do a whole lot outside of it. So we do this, maybe go here, then task, then here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that sounds good. The limit one, I think, has a maximum of 4 power for drones, which isn't bad. Or like 4 or 5. Yeah, 5. So enough for like 1 or 2 drones, but not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. I think I might just need to buy fuel here anyway. Yeah. I don't want to risk it. Yeah, we're going to want missiles in the late game, but I'm thinking we're going to want to save up missiles to use the emergency manual. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. I should have invested in... I mean, I couldn't invest in energy, really. This needs to be online. We go like this. He doesn't do too much. Oh, crap. I didn't heal my crew after the last fight. Alright, let's see where the crewmates are. Okay, they're over here. We can probably get you going here. Start dealing with them. Yeah, the limit one can only have like 5 or so weapons power. That hurts a little bit, but it's what we got. I need to get that kernel offline ASAP. That's really bad. Get over here. You get out of the room. Get over there. Crud. Okay, I got a breach somewhere. I just have no idea where. But the weapons are offline, so we can figure out what's going on. You get over here. Mod laser. Take care of teleporter. I may as well just cut off everything that isn't immediately connected to our crewmates. That could save us some trouble. Alright, you're on scouting duty. Keep looking around. There we go. Okay, you do not have the health to do that. You do not care. You're anaerobic. That'll be fine. And payload. Take care of that. Take care of that. I can actually probably just do this and then open up the rest of the ship that's not connected here. Everyone who's injured, get healed. Everyone who's not, get manning a system. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of scrap. We needed that. Okay. Everyone's doing a little bit better. Colonels have, like, some power that just makes them better than most missile launchers. I think we do want to get another 2 levels in power, just so we can keep ourselves at a little higher capacity than normal. I don't know if a pinpoint beam would do enough if they have enough levels in shielding. Like 4 or more makes that really tough. So after a point, I don't think it's that helpful. Okay, let's see. They have a beam drone and a missile. I think we should probably go ahead and get the defense drone online to take care of the missiles. And we want to get that offline ASAP to the point where I think we probably want to prioritize it. That's bad. Okay. That's okay. Okay, that's good for us. We're not really doing anything. So mod laser is just kind of chilling. Okay. I'll take the fuel. I probably would have preferred the scrap, but I need fuel as well. Can I sell anything? Not really. But I might want the repairs. Don't like that. That's our defense guy. Let's see who they send on board. Oh, crap. Get ready. Hang in there. Okay, they're being stupid, which helps us out a lot. Okay, that's fine. Get us going to the weapons. That's significantly less threatening. Okay, that's all right. You move over there. You move over there. We don't care too much about engines while that's the case. Nothing's going on here. You get it back in there. And you get back to there. Cut that out. Back to shields. The good news is I don't think we need to use more missiles this fight. Okay. That was a good source of scrap. We can afford repairs now. Although maybe... Nah, let's not be too dumb about it. Yeah, no good systems to buy. Okay, I don't like this ship. Okay. Get you over here. Get you over here. Go after the weapon, see if we can't get that missile launcher offline sooner rather than later. Ah, crud. Actually, no, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. Yeah, offense probably would have been the first thing, but I wanted the mod lasers to do a little bit more. Though really, that's probably stupid. 4 system damage is enough to put most stuff offline. Oh, crap. It really is a game of first strike. The problem with the Limit 1 is that you have significantly fewer options for that first strike. Well, actually, no. My ship's probably still on fire, so I think I do need to ventilate all of this. Like, the first strike isn't a guarantee that things will work out, but it does make things a lot more simple. Okay, that's good. I can sell that at another shop. And worst case scenario, that can just be my offense. Just use the mine launcher, do a bit of hull damage. But it does mean I'm going to need a lot of missiles. It's not a guarantee it'll make you safe, but it can go along. Okay, hold on. Oh, crap. I really want to afford cloaking, but it's going to be a while before I save up enough scrap for it. So at this point, I just need to be judicious about how I handle encounters. 1, 2, 3. Hail the settlement. Oh, nice. It's not the worst thing. Ow. Okay, let's see. They're probably going to immediately board. They have no missiles, which is good. Alright. Well, that makes life easy. I don't have to worry too much about them. Their next boarding thing is going to be 3. We're probably fine. Very late game, we might want to get a lab upgrade to... Oh. If I can get... Damn it. Okay, that's not that bad. But I am going to want you here, probably you here. It sucks that that was a little too late. Let's keep this offline so they don't come back. That was a very poorly chosen bomb. Lab upgrades are kind of just the thing you do with extra scrap. And I think that's okay to have the option in case you need something to do with it. You need to get out of here. And you take the long way around so you don't boof any systems. Zoltan overclocking is really risky, but it does feel great to use that and like a floral praetor to fuel or power a full shielding system all on its own. Okay, we can afford cloaking at the next shop we find, which is gonna make our life a little bit easier. We might actually want to start thinking about... When did I get... Am I stupid? Am I stupid for forgetting I had ether tech? I might need to actually think about making the ether shielding a thing, because that's going to delay... crap, what was it? It's going to delay mind control and boarding and a lot of other annoying things long enough. But that's a low priority upgrade. I'd rather save up for cloaking and get that first. Oh! Oh, damn it. Do I actually have to think about using Vulcan as my only weapon? This thing sucks. I hate that it's viable with this exact setup, where I keep it, I invest in ether overcharging, and now suddenly I have a consistent way of doing damage through a bunch of shields. I hate this. It actually works. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to wait till I have like 400 scrap to work with. And then, and only then, I'm going to buy all the upgrades I need for an ether overcharger at once. Then and only then will I use the chain Vulcan. Welcome to the chat, Razmataz. Okay, we're currently in the saving up scrap things. I think we do need to go to Theocracy Badlands. I don't think we're going to have good odds against the, intro, or the, entry guard. We don't want martyr vests. I think we have the resources needed to deal with the Wentworth auto ship. Magpack, explain a little bit more. I know for a fact that, like, I don't want to wait for, like, 15 or, like, 40 seconds to get it online. But there is an argument to be made for it. I probably is better just to throw it out and roll with it. Actually, that's a good point. I don't know if our defense is quite up to snuff for this kind of thing. Although we could... Oh! We could actually get, Crud, what's his name? Ruin. We technically have first strike if we're willing to invest in the ether overcharger. But the problem is, how long does it take to get the Vulcan online with all that? Because we get the first hit for the Vulcan really fast. And then we'd have to do it 3 more cycles before it started doing the auto shooting. And we get 1 payload up front. Yeah, I'll take some money. We would take 5 shots for us to be where we really want it to be. We'd have to get another defense drone to make that work. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't think we can afford to go to the Crystal Cultist sector. I don't think we're going to get enough to make that work. I think what we want to do is go to Turbine, get another system, hopefully cloaking, and then upgrade the rest and see how we're feeling. Okay, get out of there. Crud. Okay, that's kind of bad. Don't die, don't die. Okay, good. I've made some bad mistakes. I actually probably want a defense drone here. Let's get him out of there first. Get back in there. You in there. You don't need to keep the doors closed. Out of here. Defense drone. That'll save us a little bit. A whole lot's going on right now. Jeez. This might have been a mistake. This might have been a mistake. Let's get the weapons offline. That helps. Yeah, no, that was bad of me. Ah, crud. My weapons are down. Let's get that fixed up first. Back in here. Let's see. Oxygen isn't that important. Let's get that payload up and running. Let's take care of the drones, because they're going to be a problem. Okay, the ion drone is down. That's the important one. Okay, get him out of there. Payload. Start working on shields. Okay. Yeah, Defense Drone 1 is actually putting in the work it's supposed to. I didn't know defense drones could intercept those things. I just kind of assumed they worked just because. Let's see. Let's get the piloting down. I'd rather save missiles if we can. Let's not let that be a liability. Okay. I don't remember the password. I am pretty sure it's number 2. It was number 2. Okay, I don't have to embarrass myself on stream. Oh, wow, we have a lot of scrap. We're actually doing pretty good. Okay. Everything good. We're doing all right for systems and everything else. Barbaron, I want you to know I appreciate it when folks do a little bit of trolling, but not too much. I think we just got to go to Turbine, get the rest of our systems, or... Oh, God, I forgot how expensive repairs were here. Cloaking. Mind control or hacking for the last system. We don't do a lot of... Well, first, let's get rid of these things. What drones do they sell? Nothing we can really use. I don't think a maintenance drone is that important. But I think the coalition fight is probably scary enough. I think we might need the payload for this fight. I could see that. Unless we wanted to use 10 missiles for, because we still have the emergency manual, and I think we would use that to get rid of weapons. That might be the thing instead of buying payload, because that's 10 missiles, isn't it? How many missiles is the emergency payload extra option? Because I can use that or the payload. Okay. In that case, I'll go ahead and buy... What am I saying? No, magnetic payload is way more efficient than buying 10 missiles. Okay. Do we need anything else? I don't think we do. We don't need crew. We might want to get one more system. I don't know how good level 1 hacking is compared to everything else. But it might be good if borders get too overwhelming. What do you think? Hacking or mind control? Mind control could at least get our folks... Yeah. Since I'm actually using drones... Yeah, I guess we'll go with hacking. So the question is, what do I use the rest of my scrap on? We could get one more level in this and then pay for... I don't need that much. I think I'm just going to go for a little bit extra energy as a safety precaution. Okay, get rid of weapons. Not my favorite thing. Let's get you taken care of. Let's see. Not feeling great about fighting a suzerain, but I kind of just need to. Okay, missiles are offline. That's good for us. Crud. Take care of that. Yeah, we're gonna need to do the cloak here. Let's see. Okay, that's better than nothing. None of our systems got broken, which is what mattered. We are really not going to have time to heal in this fight. That's good. Okay, it doesn't look like they have a lot of crew to work with, but I think we still need to just blast the weapons ASAP. Okay, one crewmate down, for now. Crud, what do I actually want to hack? I think hacking mind control might be good. We need to keep their crew from doing important things. We can deal with that. It's gonna suck, but we can deal with it. Crap, that was a wasted drone. Okay, that's not what we need. That's really not cool. Yeah, hacking cloaking probably would have been the play. I mean, it still is. I think I screwed up something. I just don't know what. What the hell happened? Okay, let's see. We want to try and keep them in this room as long as we can, so that when oxygen runs out, it screws them over. For whatever reason, I think I messed up my hacking, and now that does nothing at the moment, which is really bad for us. Okay, at least something's offline, but it does mean that this weapon is not doing a whole lot for us. I think we want to put this on a defense drone right now. That's bad. Oh, come on. I think our hacking is probably worthless for this fight, unfortunately. So, we're in a bad position. This is not great. We can jump. Oh, I'm stupid. We're in oxygen. I can't actually gas him out. Well, this sucks. Okay, how long until you're back? Get back in the fight. Rest in peace, Magpack. You were too good for this world. I don't think I think we have lost control of this fight. So, it might just be a jump and get out of dodge kind of deal. Okay. Why is this doing... Is this because I, like, destroyed the drone mid-flight and I just gimped my hacking? That really sucks. That sucks so much. You need to get out of shields. You are actively throwing. Okay. Get us out of here. We are, not doing this. Okay, let's see. Who's doing what, and how are we surviving? Now we have to figure out where the breach is, because I don't remember. Okay, you know what? Things are slightly better than they could otherwise be. You do your best, Barbaron. Never let anyone say I don't appreciate that. Okay. So that was a mistake, but we didn't lose too much hull in the process, so I'm going to call that moderate loss, let's say. 4 panels. I don't know if we can really make the trip to the Crystal Secret Sector work. I'm probably just going to bail from that. So long, Ruin. You were probably going to die at that beacon. Alright, let's see what they do. That's not my problem. I don't like that. I don't like that. I trust you, Paul. But you might be dying, so gotta leave you out to dry. I don't like that. Crud. Okay. If nothing else, you are not a major threat. I think I need to hack cloaking. Okay, it'll matter when it matters. But for now, this. Ow. Please hit this time. I think my mod lasers are just worthless until I actually get the rest of my systems going, so I may as well put them elsewhere. This is a kind of brutal fight. But not impossible. Just really annoying and frustrating. Get the weapons completely offline. We can focus on the other systems, and that'll be good enough for us. Okay, that works. It doesn't work well, but it works. Okay. Okay. We can take care of the teleporter now. Okay. They're going to have a harder time with all this. Everyone back to your stations who isn't named Matej. You are dead. It really isn't a good omen. We really need to get back to dealing with things efficiently, and I think that means using hacking way more proactively than I usually do. That's kind of the problem I've run into with these kind of fights, is that I don't use hacking when I need to, and it always comes back to bite me. It doesn't help that we're down a crewmate. Payload is doing a whole lot of work. I'm going to see if we can't save this missile, because I don't think we're in danger of taking more damage without using the payload. Whew. Okay, that's money. Now, what do I want to spend my scrap on? Yeah, I'm hoping to save as much missiles as I can. Though really now might be the time to invest in an explosive replicator, because we're going to be relying on it so much. So, can I afford it? Yeah, it's 50 and that. It's going to hurt scrap-wise, but I think it's the choice we need to make. Because it is going to pay off in the long run. Okay. The crew might need a beer, but they're going to have to stay sober in this sobering situation. Okay. That makes it a little bit easier to deal with. Next one's going to have to go onto the shields. It might be 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's not 5 o'clock in hell. Okay. I got a hunch with the amount of misses we get that the explosives replicator is going to be make or break for us. Nope, don't like that at all. Yeah, I think we do want our Alpha Phantom for as long as we can. We'll get more crewmates as time goes on. Okay. We can get 2 more fights, and I think we are going to need the scrap. Unfortunately, I am not going to spread the urgent message. Explore, scrap the debris. Okay, what do we want now? Probably another level in cloaking could help us. I kind of want to get another level in piloting because things go wrong so easily there. But what would we want from the store, from my shop at this point? I think more levels in cloaking is probably going to be the play for now. Why do we keep dealing with rock sectors? This sucks. Actually, yeah, I don't know if I want... Well, I could go to the Hector Mega Market. That might be the play. Yeah, I'm not liking the idea of fighting a big shield-piercing sector. I think going to the Mega Market instead is probably fine. I don't like having to deal with Hector weapons, but I think that the crew there are probably not going to be as big a pain. I say that seeing that they have a ASB, which I don't like. But we do have cloaking for that, so it's not the absolute worst. Every time. What do you have against my backup battery? Okay, get you out of the important places. Wait a little bit. Go ahead, get you over here. Wait a little bit. Now we do it. Come on. There we go. Enough time for that to miss. Take care of the weapons. Good. That saves us a little bit of trouble. Let's get you here. We're not worried about it hitting anything. At the moment, anyway. Okay. None of that. We want to finish this fight ASAP. We should have just enough time. 2, 3. Let's have a look-see. I'm not worried about their weapons right now. I think I do actually want to see how much of them I could take out. That could be stupid. Let's go ahead and take care of their... Yeah, weapons. Let's not mess around with it. One more mod laser should take care of it. Okay, we got it. Scan them. Okay, that buys us a little bit of time. Actually, no, you wait a moment. Those are definitely famous last words. Okay. You get ready for the defense. Okay. Get you here so you can back them up ASAP. Keep it like this. I think we should be good. All right. I don't think I can afford the Medbot dispersal because I don't believe you can do so. Oh, I can. How valuable is Medbot dispersal going to be with level 1 medbay? I don't think it's the first upgrade I should get, especially when I can get more engines or more power. This might be a Metyunt angle. This is either Metyunt or a Billy. It might be useful if we go into the next fight. The question is, am I confident enough to get Billy or the Metyunt fight with this loadout? And the answer is not with 15 hull strength. I think it's going to be a repair first, fix hull later. Do I want a battle drone? I don't think I really need a battle drone. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I do have the tools to go to the Nexus. Well, I mean, plus or minus a few hundred scrap, but you know. I don't think I can afford to get mod missile, and I don't think it's appreciably better than payload. Unless I dump all my, unless I dump the mod laser and go full missiles. We could do that. That could work. I take off the, stuff and I use that as my only source of damage. Can I do enough to the flagship if I do that? I'm thinking about it. I know I can do the, lockdown and fire missiles, but I might actually want accuracy. Though maybe that's enough. Repairs first. Repairs first. And then, let me take a look at this. Because the lasers spend like half the fight being useless until I actually take care of the, what's it called? Shields. Yeah, I'm thinking that mod laser has had its time in the sun. I think you got the right idea. You did your part, but it's time to go. The Vulcan dream is dead. I do like the idea of fire, though. I think that might actually be right. Yeah, without the accuracy bonus, I might just want something that guarantees a hit, and it lets me save up scrap for other stuff. 07's indeed for the mod laser. It did its part. Yeah, you can't go wrong with 100% accuracy. Yeah, we'll play it safe. We just need stuff to hit at this stage. Do we want to buy missiles? We might actually want to buy some missiles, just to be sure. I'm going to top off my hull strength. You never know. Yeah. It was probably a mistake to buy the missiles, but we'll see. Let's see what the distress beacon has for us. Yeah, phasing crew. Let's get in. Okay. Alright, Billy is our new pilot. Say hi to Billy. It's going to be a temporary drop-in. Okay, stop that. Yeah, actually, this is a terrible fight to deal with the overcharger, but what can you do? No, it might mean we actually take care of the drones first. That's okay. Let's get rolling. The pest drone was an option. Ow. Actually, no. If we're being billionaires... Oh, crud. That's a lot of, stuff. Let's see. We're gonna wait for a little bit. Hide and heal up. And then we're gonna... How much damage does this do? 3 system damage. Yeah, we want to use this to get rid of the shield. And then use this to deal with weapons. Shit. That's bad. Okay, you deal with him. You deal with him. Oh, hell nah. Never mind. That was stupid. Ow. Okay. I gotta get used to there being, oxygen when I'm on a planet. And also, using my cloaking. I have systems. Why am I not using them? Okay. Only so much we can do with that. Well, this is where things start to suck. Crud. Oh, come on. Why is it missing twice? Okay. I believe in you. We'll get through this. If we can bail... Hooray! They don't chase after us. It's gonna go out eventually anyway. Crud. Yeah, let's get that weapon offline for a little bit. This is a somewhat unfortunate series of events. Definitely not the position I want to be in. Paul, you are a problem. Oh, too low. Tell me about it. Well, let's get you out of there. Deal with them. Not my favorite thing. But at least we have someone on doors. Yeah, no missile for you. Okay, one round of borders done. Take care of it. Payload. Go for the weapons. Missiles, go for the weapons as well. Maximum dodge. Please deal with it. Okay. Both of you get in here. Open everything else. Okay. Breach somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, there. Well, this is kind of a mess. The good news is all the weapons are down, so we can actually start re-oxygenating the ship. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be winning in the next 25 minutes, but if I do, I appreciate it. We're going to try and make this work as best we can. Though, yeah, this might have been the time when we wanted the... Have you step out for a second. Step back in. Payloads on hacking. Next one on engines. Okay. Definitely not the best. Neither of you are doing anything here. Get back in there. You two, fix that up. Oh, our systems are a mess. The silver lining is that no one's doing anything that important. I can have up to 3 layers of shields. It's just the weapons are gone and they don't have any other offenses, so I'm comfortable not really doing anything at the moment. back in there. Get over there. You take over for piloting. We want to focus on damage because we've taken care of most of their systems, so we're going to use missiles more so than the payload itself. I think we're at the point where everyone can go back to their stations. Ooh. Okay. Alright, that's a good amount of scrap. Crud, what do we want to spend it on? I think the wait for weapons is actually getting to us. The question is it worth getting rid of missiles for the performance upgrade? I'm not convinced it is, but we might want a performance upgrade for the shields. Or some other onboard tech, to be honest. What can we get that really helps us? The Defense Scrambler will be good for one of the phases of the flagship. I just don't think it's going to be good for too much of it. I might actually just want to keep things like so for the moment, and we'll figure out the rest as time goes on. I'm not tempting fate. Nope. Know what? This is someone else's mystery. I don't need to push it to the limit more than I already have. What you got for me? Nothing I can really use, though I want to be on the lookout for better, what's the word? Better drones. Them boarding is not the worst thing. But what we care about is, might want a fourth guy in the mix. Max cloaking, max engines. Billy, step out for a sec. Damn it. Good enough. Get you out of the way. What is with these people and dealing with the batteries? It's not that important. Wait for it. I could get the crew kill here, honestly. Get the cooldown module. Okay. Doesn't matter. That's still a good reward. And that might be useful. Okay. Ah, jeez. For now, what can we invest in that's a worth that does us good? Let's see what you got. No good drones. And we are going to get a modular weapon when we bring Billy to the exit beacon. None of these look amazing. I think we're probably fine with this setup and then just rolling with it to the end. If we pick up this thing, I think we should be able to fully dodge whenever we cloak. And I don't think we're going to need more drones than these two. The only investment I think we really want to make at this point is getting a defense drone scrambler, but I think that's pretty low priority. Oh, welcome to the chat, Nestle. I'm sorry I didn't say that before. Okay. I think we just want to visit as many beacons as we can. Get to as many beacons as we can. Deal with whoever's on board. And with any luck, we won't get hit by the missile. Really, we got no reason to take the risk on it, though. Payload the weapons. And then... mod missile here as well. Less weapons we have to deal with, the better. I'm not big on ships without shields. I know there's ways to make them work. I just don't think they're worth it most of the time. Okay. As long as they don't do actual hull damage, I think we can roll with it. Good enough. Actually, start with mod missile over here. Energy back on here to lock them in. Yeah, next mod missile should finish it all up. I think that's about all we can do at the moment. Go to a store, sell whatever else we find. Unfortunately, no good drones. This might be the time we actually want to start investing in external upgrades or the like. Though it might just be time to get a little bit more energy or putting some other stuff in systems. I don't think there's too much more we can actually buy that would really help us. If I can find an offensive drone, that's what I would want. It would be a way to deal with Zoltan shields, especially for the last phase of the flagship fight. I think that's probably going to be what we need that's still remaining. We've already turned our back on the mod laser. It's too late to go for it again. I want you out of there. The more we can get done with mod missiles, the better. Hold on. Do we have a breach somewhere? Oh. Next mod missile should do it. Yeah, we really do need some way of getting through Zoltan shields. If I had thought about it at the time, I probably would have gone for that pestilence drone. We have the fuel. We may as well just go for another shop and see what they have. Sadly, none of that. Go over here, then the exit. Billy clears us. We get a mod missile back. And this has... Ooh, this has Firestarter and Lockdown. We can replace the mods. Okay. Good news is we haven't destroyed anything. All right. So, now we should be good. All right. We could do a lot worse than this. Still need to figure out the drone problem, but we'll hold on to some scrap for that. I think we are going to need the ammunition and drone parts. Go to the repair station. Take a visit to Sylvan. And I think that'll do it for us. Can't do a lot more than this, but it's about as good as we can do at the moment. That helps out. And we have a guy. So, Mech Lord, you've been with us the whole time. And I think we'll keep you around. Victor, you have fallen off. So with that in mind, welcome to the team, Razmataz. Goodbye, Victor. I'm gonna sell some drone parts, just to be sure. I have a hard time believing we're gonna need more than 8 drones. And while some of these kick ass, they're not what we need. So Particle 2, you must go. And we finally have a lot of scrap to work with. Which means we should probably finish off some of our upgrades, get a bit more scrap. And we'll hold on to the rest of it to see what else we can get. We're gonna have to deal with this beacon anyway. It probably was a mistake to keep that crewmate, but I really think we'll probably need the repair chance. That might be stupid of me. It probably is. We'll see. Alright. Can't do much about that, but they have hacking, this. Oh, geez, that's 2. I don't like that. Okay, maybe we did want Medbot dispersal here. Maybe I want it like this. See if this outpaces his heal. It doesn't appear to. Ah, crap. Let's see. I think we're just buying time, so I'm okay just putting this here. Get out of there. Damn it. Is that why that... How could I never get hacking on cloaked systems to work? I think we're just gonna have to eat the ASB. Mod missile. Ow, damn it. Ugh, this sucks. Okay. Handle it. We're gonna be here a while. At least it didn't shut off my weapons. That's about the only saving grace I have here. Oh, crud. I didn't upgrade the, whatever it is. Or maybe I... Did I? No, I did. I did. Oh, that was gonna get ugly. What? Okay. Alright. Not my tempo, but we'll figure it out. In here, in here, in here. Lock this off. Wait until this. Make sure we have just enough. Okay, that missed. That's good enough for me. Okay. Yeah, I probably screwed up somewhere. I just don't know where for the cloaking thing. I'll figure it out one day. For now, take care of the rest of this. 2 more hits should do it. Alright. Get us out of here. Okay, let's see. Close this off. Get you healed. Don't need this right now. Don't care for that, but gotta work with it. Jump over here. Go here. Help him deal with that. It is kind of an ugly situation, but it's not the absolute worst. Just mostly the worst. I think that's probably enough. Okay, missiles are not offline. That's a little annoying. Never mind. Okay, that's good enough. Mod missiles. Throw them in the Oh, damn it, they have a defense drone. Good to know. Go here. We're gonna need to put it in drones just so that thing... Good enough. Put this here. Put you here. Use this, and now I can actually get this running. Damn it. Still online. It's limit 1, so things not going great is kind of a standard state of affairs at this point, which is fine, I think. Well, fine in a relative sense. Mod missile isn't doing too much until we take care of that, which means I'm probably going to get hit by the, never mind, that's good. See if we can't get the, defense drone offline. Good enough. Hit the missiles. Good enough. You're there, you're there. Get this going. Step outside the room to fart. And now we can finally open this up, except for these, never mind. And eventually we'll be able to actually take care of the rest. We need to focus on damage so we don't waste missiles. And I don't... Yeah, it probably makes sense to use payload anyway to minimize the chance that we're going to have to deal with another ASB. Good enough. I don't know where you'd buy a PC with today's rates, unfortunately. Yeah, let's repair a little bit of the hull. And we can wait a little bit, really. Let's see. Let's try and do a medbot dispersal. Maybe a shield performance upgrade. Let's see if we can find a shop before anything. It doesn't look like it. Okay. What upgrades could we realistically benefit from? I'm half tempted to get ether shielding, but I don't think it's going to be that helpful. What upgrades do I even want? Hold on, we want hard light bypass. That's going to let us actually do stuff to the flagship, even when it has the ether shield online. But for now, I think we just go for it. No landing until we beat the flagship. Your bladder's going to have to wait. Okay, that's not great. Going straight into shields. That's annoying. Deal with him. I don't like that you've gone straight for shields, but we can deal with this and stop you from dealing with it immediately. I think we are actually just going to want to slowly whittle down enemy crew as best we can. I'd like to sabotage enemies, but whatever we can do for them here... No, I lied. We want this. Payload on missiles, mod missiles on... here. Let's get rid of this as best we can. Get you over here. Back on doors. It would be easier if I had more system upgrades, but it's not happening anytime soon. Let's see. I think I really, really don't want to deal with ion damage. Alright, get your butt over there, help them deal with that. Let's get the payload on their beams, because we can dodge most of the rest. Mod missile over here. Fewer weapons we have to deal with, the more we can focus on getting rid of their crew. Okay, how are we doing? Who are we taking control of now? Get you over there. Start dealing with them. Why are you always on, like, the far side? Get in there. Get in there. Good enough. You, considering everyone's in position, take care of that guy. Good enough. Use the payload to deal with their med bay. Never mind. Probably want to swap positions for a little bit. Okay, MFK is almost dead. We move you out of the room. Take care of him. Okay. That's a lot of their crew down, which is all we could ask for. Get back here. Everyone back to positions. You go to the med bay. And we can re-oxygenate our ship. Let's see who else we can actually take care of. See if we can beat up this guy. Damn it. Okay. Back in position. Everyone's healing up. This is going better than I expected. I'm not complaining. Okay. Take care of the MFK as best you can, although we probably don't really have time to actually hit anything. Come on. There. One more dead crewmate. We are going to have to deal with a butt ton of drones next fight. I don't know how you're not busted. I don't like that. I think we can afford to focus on causing... Yeah, you just stick around in the fire. Blast you. Okay, one crewmate. We don't want to kill the last crewmate, but would help us a lot just to kind of keep him occupied. Okay. We might want to use the defense drone to try and get rid of incoming... Well, no, that ain't gonna work. Mod missile, one more system to get rid of. Yeah, the more the fire gets to spread, the better. Yeah, let's not prolong this any more than we have to. Alright, phase 1 is done. Phase 2 is going to be awful. I'm thinking that it might have been a mistake to get the hard light bypass. Because I have no idea how I'm going to actually get through the, what's it called? Last systems. I think I might focus on the missiles and then the drone control and then use mod missiles. I think that'll be the way to do it next fight. Okay. Yeah, payload on missiles. Oh, son of a gun. Who's doing what? Take care of it. Crud. This is gonna be miserable. But get back in there. What are we doing? What am I doing? Payload on missiles. Good. Mod missile isn't gonna do anything for a while, unfortunately. Probably do want this. Doors don't mean too much. Oh, come on. I think I do actually want you in here. All the dodge we can get is gonna pay off. Okay, you're dead. Focus on him. I think the ghosts are gonna have to focus on dealing with enemy crew. Good enough. Oh, you're still up and running, which I don't appreciate. Yeah. It's unfortunate to get hit with hack, but he also has the defense drone, so I don't know. Actually, what am I doing? That's not actually targeting missiles. I'm stupid. Wow, I've just wasted a ton of time this fight not doing anything. I feel dumb. I mean, it is an unfortunate hack, and I probably should have targeted hacking first. But, well, we'll get there. You're offline. Deal with that. Actually, you go in there. Deal with that. You deal with that. I probably am going to want the defense drone online right now. I could be using a hull repair drone for a little bit. Shit. I don't like that. Ow. What the hell happened to my drone? How did it immediately die? Well, whatever. Okay, get over there. Help him out with that. Get back in there. Get you out of there. The good news is we have power for this surge. Okay, now hacking is gone. I can finally focus on repairs and everything else. Get the missiles gone. Ah, damn it. That was dumb. Ah, hell, that's gonna make everything harder. Okay, good enough. Crap, he's gonna start automatically repairing stuff. I can't remember if they do... Yeah, but the thing is, everything gets auto-repaired, so I can't, like, consider systems permanently offline. That's the big thing. Yeah, payload's going to be carrying pretty hard for a while. So yeah, this might actually end up pretty well. The only problem is I picked up hard light bypass, which means I'm not going to be able to use the payload to damage the ether shield. But I am going to be able to take care of missiles and other systems early, which might be more important. Lets me take care of cloaking more proactively. Mod missile, take care of that. I think I am. But you can see the kind of damage it's doing just because I can't really put my attention elsewhere. I'm being stupid. I need to be using the whole repair drone. I have... Actually, I might not be able to use it that much. Okay. Not this asshole again. This is a somewhat claustrophobic fight. And we have the power for the power surge. So we're not doing too bad. Wait a little bit. Okay, another missile should take care of it. Yeah, I regret not getting that pest drone. That would have simplified our next problem in this fight. Take care of this, and the fight. There we go. Okay, it's really unfortunate that Beacon is getting taken control of. I would have loved to... There's a way to make it work. I can use a weight to give myself a chance to repair my ship, can't I? Okay, I think that's the play. Do that. Do something on board, perform task, large amount of scrap to repair the hull, and figure out what remaining things I can even do. What would be helpful against a ship that's just going to keep pushing damage? Extinguishers, not the defense scrambler, not the life form scrambler. Honestly, the shield performance might just be the one thing I can do. Or maybe I can't afford to use up more missiles just because I'm going to have to use so many to do system damage. Shadow weaponry? It might be worthwhile to just go for shadow weaponry. Yeah. Welcome to the chat, Monarda. Yeah, these are not fun. And, yeah, I'm thinking shadow weaponry is probably going to be good to keep things efficient. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Why didn't I fix that? Whatever. Okay. I have everything maxed out, so this doesn't matter too much, fortunately. You're going to be the handyman for this fight, so I hope you're good at stuff. That's not good. That miss is really bad for us, unfortunately. I think I am going to have to put this on the defense drone. Ow. Okay, no system damage. We'll take it. Some system damage. But luckily not stuff we cannot do without. Close this. Doors aren't that important, but we don't want that breach to take care of itself. Okay, cultivator, take care of the hacking this time, please. Okay, shadow weaponry means we can do this. And not worry too much about it. Yeah, this is a pretty ugly fight. But it looks like once we actually get systems down, they're gone for good. So every payload is paying off. And that means the only time I actually have to use cloaking is for this. Okay. We're doing all right. Payload, take care of the other weapon. Although maybe I should have put it on the piloting, just so I don't have to worry about... We are in a good position to win. That does not mean we are guaranteed to do so. See, this is the reason I think things kind of suck for us. We might actually want to hold off on the mod missile until the next cycle. That's going to sound really stupid, but I think we might actually just want to conserve as many missiles as possible. Whew. So what I want to do is wait until the third power surge, because that's going to be the one that repairs the Zoltan shield. That sounds weird, but I promise there's a method to that madness. Because we can defend pretty well. Yeah. The Pestilence Drone would have gone a long way. Even just like a piercing one could have helped out. This is just going to be a long fight, I think, at this point. Because he doesn't have any systems that really damage us, and we can perpetually cloak. So the question really is just waiting for the next one where he does a... whatchamacallit? Where he does a ether shield thing. We are limited by the number of missiles we can fire, so whenever he covers his ether shielding, we basically have no means of damaging it except the mod missile. And we have the, what's it called? Whatever the thing that lets us recycle missiles, so we're only going to use like half a missile on average. So right here, yeah, now we want to start firing and doing as much as we can. But it means that we are limited. It might just be that we want to replicate as much as we can. We might even need to jump away and do a last minute thing where we do some stuff. But I think we'll have enough time to actually deal good damage. They should have 0 dodge chance. So by the time we actually get through it, I think we're going to be fine. As long as we're dealing more than 1 damage on average per cycle, we're fine. It's not great, but it is an option. Yeah, so from here on out, if let's say we get 9 damage or 3 shots per cycle. Ow, that might hurt. That could have been worse. Yeah. As long as we're dealing consistent damage with 11 missiles, I think we're probably fine. We've been really lucky so far this fight. But let's say we get 1 more on average. We could actually just use the payload to get through to the end. I think this is going to be the last missile we use. The rest can be payloads. No, we can use 1 more. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag. Yeah, next time they renew the ether shielding, we should be able to get the rest with payloads, because these deal 1 hull damage per. Yeah. Try 1 more. Perfect. Now we just focus this down, and we don't have to do anything else. We did it! So now it's just a question of waiting the next minute or so. I think that'll be enough. Yep. Ooh. That is my first victory with the Limit 1. We did it. Well, I guess this means I'm going to have to stream me doing the Limit 2 at some point. And I'm not looking forward to that. It doesn't feel great, MagPack. It really doesn't feel great. I won't spoil what advice the giant alien spider queen gives you when you have the Paragon. I saw someone doing the Limit 3 earlier today on the lowest difficulty, but that was trying to get the true ending, because that was an interesting like strategy that they did. They chose to get Oben, go to the true ending, complete all the Cura quest lines, so that they could eventually beat the final fight against Leia and get the Rift Waker from Sylvan. And from there, they'd be able to, I'm guessing, use that for the last 2 fights, including the Royal Dreadnought and the MFK flagship. Hey, look, it's me. But yeah, that was today's stream. Thanks for coming by. And I hope I see you the next time I stream. No idea when that's gonna be. I think I need to prioritize a few other things next week, but if time allows, I'll let folks know ahead of time, and then maybe we'll get a couple runs in. Maybe play a few other games. I'd like to stream Noida, just because that's a trip. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Until next time.